Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my preview of the massive North London derby this weekend. Spurs versus Arsenal. Do I really need to go into this game and tell you how much it means? Especially to the likes of me, I've been brought up on this game. My hatred for Tottenham is real. There's a massive rivalry between us, and it's not just the distance between us and the fact that we're in North London. There's so much more to this game. It means everything. You know, the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, etc. They're rivals because they're the teams that you challenge with for trophies over the years gone by. Spurs, they're not rivals because of trophies, because let's be honest, they never win any trophies, do they? You know, how many Spurs fans are actually alive that can tell me about the league title they last won? If it wasn't for modern technology, Spurs fans would not be able to watch them winning the league in colour. It's that simple. They're a small club. You know, they're having a couple of good years on the pitch and, you know, they finished above us once in 21 years and all of a sudden, they're a bigger club. Yeah, all right then. In terms of what I expect, well, there's a feel-good factor around Arsenal at the moment. Obviously, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang especially, the performance last week against Everton. So yeah, rightly so, there's that feel-good factor, but we can't let that go to waste. The players have got to go out there and perform. The likes of Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan, they need to understand what the North London derby means. They need to understand what winning this game means. So they need to go out there, put in a top performance again. I don't want to see none of these performances like we've been doing when we were playing away from home already. We are going to Wembley and not White Hart Lane, so that shouldn't faze our players. I believe we've won 9 out of 9 at Wembley, something like that. It's like a second home to us. So, like I said, we shouldn't be fazed. We should be up for this. We should be ready for this. And I'm really hoping they do put a good performance in. In terms of Spurs, they've done all right at Wembley this year. They recently beat Manchester United. I know they've lost to Chelsea at Wembley. They've also lost to West Ham in the Carabao Cup. But yeah, we need to go for them. We really do. It'd be interesting to see what Tottenham's lineup is, whether they're going to go with a 4 or they're going to go with a 3, whether Alderweireld's going to come back into the team. I think that he's possibly one of the most key players for Spurs, to be quite honest with you. Everyone talks about Harry Kane, but I think Alderweireld's just as important. Dele Alli, what's going to happen? Will he show up? You know, what's he going to be doing in the hotel room the night before the game as he shaved his pubes? Who knows? We don't really know what's going to happen at the moment. So let's worry about ourselves. Let's get ourselves sorted. Let's get out on the pitch and let's put in a proper performance that the fans can be proud of. So in terms of my 1 to 11, it's going to be a difficult one. We've got a few selection headaches. I'm kind of going to go with what I like, although I do think that Arsene Wenger's going to go a little bit differently to this. But in goal, we're going to start off with David Ospina. I don't know whether Petr Cech's actually going to be fit, so I'm presuming he isn't, and I'm going to put David Ospina in goal. We're going to go with the 4 at the back. Start off with on the right-hand side, we're going to go with Hector Bellerin. Only recognised right back. He had a decent game against Everton. Needs to put a big performance in for this one. Really needs to. So Hector Bellerin. On the left-hand side, we're going to go Nacho Monreal, back from, you know, his little knock against Everton. Really important player for us at the moment. So, yeah, it's key that he's back, Nacho Monreal. In the centre defence, this is where I feel that things have really, really got to be tightened up and where, you know, we need to be really disciplined. First off, we're going to go with Mustafi. He needs to not jump into tackles. If he does that to Harry Kane, he will get half a yard. He will score a goal. Stand on your feet and put a solid performance in. Alongside him, we're going to go with Koscielny. Again, needs a top performance. So he's going to have to be on his game to marshal Harry Kane. So he's going to be the captain of the side. He's experienced. He should know what to do. Koscielny going into the midfield. Now, this is where there's the dilemma. First one I'm going to put in there is Jack Wilshere. I'm going to play him more at the back, in front of the back 4. Now, he's played this position with England and he's done very well at it. I know it's not his preferred position, but what I like about this is the fact that He can get the tackles in. He will be disciplined. And he can drive out of there and distribute the ball, which is going to be key for us making counter-attacks. So, first player I'm going to put in there is Jack Wilshere. Alongside him, I'm going to go with Aaron Ramsey. Now, again, he has to be disciplined. He has to sit there. He has to know when to go and know when to stay. It's that simple. If you go gung-ho and you just disappear all the time, you're going to leave us really exposed. And you've got to remember Jack Wilshere's there. So that's what I'm going to go with, Aaron Ramsey. Up in front of them, kind of playing that 10 role, we're going to go with Mesut Ozil. Listen, I don't need to talk about this guy. He's the main man of the team right now. The main man, even against Everton. You know, while everyone was talking about Ramsey and Mkhitaryan, Mesut Ozil was just pulling the strings. You know, he's like the conductor and everyone around him's the orchestra. It's that simple, really. Mesut Ozil. We're going to go with the 3. Now, first of all, we're going to go with Mkhitaryan. Has a very good record against Spurs. And he was absolutely superb against Everton. Gonna have to see that again from him, Mkhitaryan. Next up, we're gonna go with Alexandre Lacazette. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with what I would like to see. So yeah, he was unlucky not to get on against Everton. The simple reason being was because of the Cech injury and everything was why he never got on. Not that he was just left on the bench. He would have played. It's as simple as that. But he can cause Tottenham problems. He caused a lot of problems to Tottenham in the earlier fixture at the Emirates. So I'm going to go with Alexandre Lacazette. And as the main focal point, the main striker, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I still can't actually believe I'm saying this name as an Arsenal player. Listen, his record against Tottenham is really good. I think he scored about 5 goals. He's going to be up for this game. And I think he's key into stretching Tottenham's back line. Like I said, it'd be interesting whether they play 3 at the back or 4 at the back. But I think the likes of Aubameyang can cause them a lot of problems and they will be really worried about him. So that's what I'm going to go with. That is the preview. That is the predicted 1 to 11. Let me know in the comment section whether you agree or not, what you would go with. Who would you take out of that team and who would you put in and why? It's going to be a very eventful game, shall we say. Hopefully we come out on top and hopefully we get the bragging rights. We need to put a performance in. We really, really do. So it's over to you lot now, Arsenal. I'm out of here.